I'm back again with another YouTube video. On this channel, I just keep it real and I just tell my experiences. I literally have problems making friends, so the only people I can really talk to is the internet. So you guys are gonna have to watch me just ramble through. So today we're gonna talk about how for the longest time I literally thought I was a boy. It's the craziest thing in the world. Like, no, just thinking about, like, every time I think about it, I always get embarrassed because I'm like, how did I let this happen? Like, a lot of this too goes back to when I was young, like, so young. Like, it started when I was so young, like, cause I was literally like in kindergarten. I don't know how did I notice this, or I literally thought any of this. But spoiler alert, I'm not a boy. Like, I don't even want to be a boy. Like, I don't understand them. I don't get how they think. I'm not a boy at all. Like, I'm a girl. Like, I like makeup and clothes. I literally like go on Pinterest for like a whole entire hour just looking at clothes. Yeah, I'm a girl. Just making that clear now. But like, ever since I was young, I've always noticed that when you're a girl, the second you're born out of the womb, whether you like it or not, you're literally gonna be judged on the way you look. You don't like it, but it's just the way it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's the saddest part. That's the part like I hate the most. Like, it was just such a rude awakening too. And like, I feel like if I'd noticed when I was younger, I would have like knew that maybe I'm not. Let's just get into the story. So ever since I was young, like, I had trouble making friends, like so much trouble making friends. I always wondered why too, because when I was a kid, I was like just so happy. I would like literally just want to talk to anyone. I just be kind to anyone, literally. But then the energy just wasn't reciprocated back to me, and it was hard to take. Like, even boys like in kindergarten, like even since they were young, they even paid attention to how you look as a girl. It's the wildest thing. Yeah, and a lot of the time because of that, I used to get bullied, like, a lot. Because, let me tell you, now, like, when I was, what age was I when I was in the 10th grade? The 10th? I don't know, maybe like 14 or 15, like somewhere along that. Like 14, like somewhere along that lines, I realized that I'm starting to grow to look better physically. I don't know if it's puberty. No, it's not puberty, because I started puberty like when I was 12. So maybe it was just, I don't know if it's natural. Maybe it's just natural. Yeah, but I started to look better. And at first I wasn't aware of it. People were the ones who made me aware of it, because I thought like I'm just growing. And from when I was very young, I've accepted that I'm just going to be judged based on the way I look all the time. I've accepted that, like, maybe I'm just not gonna. Like, a girl literally told me once that when I was young, like, not when I started changing, like, I get so embarrassed to say the word, when I was ugly. She told me that no boy would literally ever like me. And I literally, like, oh my god, like, it's just so embarrassing now. Like, even just saying me, oh my god, I'm just so embarrassed. But like, let's get back to when I was young. And I've noticed it, like, when I moved to grade 1, it was the same thing. When I moved to grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, like, I just noticed that my looks just matter all the time. And there becomes a point where I notice that women who don't look good are not just women, just girls. Or like if you're a female, like if you're born a woman, or if you're a female, like your looks matter all the time. And I noticed that difference, that boys who weren't as good looking weren't being treated the way I was. And that was what I got jealous of. That was like, I was like, I just want to be treated like, you want to call me the U word all the time, but like, you treat that boy who's not very good looking too, you treat him like a human being. Why can't you just treat me like that? And I used to get so jealous because I would see it all the time. Like, in my head, I was like, I want to be treated like that. I want to be treated like a boy. I want to be treated like a boy. I want to be treated like a boy. I used to hate it so much. Like, even people who would treat me bad and then go and treat a boy that doesn't look as good like a human being, I would get so upset with the person. I literally got envious of boys themselves. And now just looking at it, I'm like, what happened? Like, and so the part where I thought I was a boy was the part where I got exposed. Or it was like my first encounter ever with the LGBT community on the internet. And like, I grew up in Jamaica, so in Jamaica we literally don't talk about that like at all. And I was scrolling through my phone, like on Google, on YouTube. I don't even remember where I saw it because it was such a long time ago. And I started like, I got literally bombarded. You can say bombarded. Yeah, I got bombarded with the what's it called? The rainbow flag. And I was like, what is this? And then they were like talking about, they were explaining what the L mean, what the B mean, what's the... I didn't understand any of it when I was young. But they were explaining what the T means. And they were saying something like, oh, when you're a girl and like you think like a boy, like you want to be treated like a boy, then maybe you're trans. And I started looking into it because I was like, wait, is this me? It was the scariest thing ever. And like, for the longer I look into it, I started looking into it, like I started becoming obsessed. And I was like, am I trans? Like, I was like, oh my god. But like, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell, like, even if you would say something like that in Jamaica, people would like just look at you crazy. I would never tell any. I just keep it with me in my mind for like a very long time, and I lived on my life like just wishing I wanted to be treated like a human being, because this was back when you could say I wasn't lookable, because I was bullied a lot, like actually ruined my self-esteem. Yeah, I hated it so much. And the thing is, like, now that I grew up, I know that what I was learning, what I was like subscribing myself to, like, it just wasn't me. And it was just so weird because they literally had me convinced that I was trans when I wasn't at all. It was just, when you're a woman, whether you like it or not, and it was a rude awakening, it was. And the fact that I learned it so young, like, no, I accepted that I'm just going to be treated horribly because of the way I look when I was young, but I didn't know that if you're a woman, it's just the way it was going to be. Like, you can't do anything about it, because you literally can't do anything about it. It was not going to change just for one person or just anyone, I guess. Like, the world's going to be how it is. And the rude awakening is like, if you're a woman, if you're a female, you're just going to be judged based on how you look. From your like kids, literally kids, to when you're adult, and it just will never stop. I wonder if it stops when you get old, because you know, when you get old, you start to get wrinkly. I wonder if old people still have like experiences like that. Yeah. As I was saying, like, I'm not trans at all. Like, now I've grown up and I've like, that literally was the only reason as to why I thought I was trans. And that wasn't enough. So, like, what if I went on like puberty blockers or something? And like, the process started, or I even told people. And then I realized that, yo, I'm not trans at all. Because, like, I don't even know what boys do. I don't even know how to think. I literally don't know how to think, nor do I care. So, yeah, I think like like a girl. I don't have much friends, but yeah, I would say I think like a girl. I don't really know. Yeah, like I don't have like as I'm saying, like my whole life I've like struggled to make friends. So there's really nothing much I can relate to unless I see something like it online. And like I just want to know, like, if you're a girl, like have you ever had like a point in your life where you like thought you were a boy before, or like where you have noticed that it's the way it's gonna be? Like if you're a girl, you're just gonna be judged based on the way you look and you don't like it at all. Because like I don't like it. I'm like it's just still to this day though, even like, you know, 14, 15, around that time it happened that I started like looking different, because I used to look way worse. Yeah, now that this happened, I'm wondering like it's just weird, because it's almost like it's an hierarchy, because like now people have started treating me a little better. Like I'm still bullied. I'm still bullied because I'm a coward, literally. But people don't really make fun of me right now as they did when I was younger. And that's the craziest part. Like, I don't even know like if what I'm saying makes sense. But like, if you're a girl, like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I really don't know if it makes sense. But like, it was my experience, you know? Like, I just want to like know if you have had any experience like that. And I would tell you to like leave like a comment in the comment section, but like I have no idea how to work this YouTube thing. Like I posted the video and then just automatically the comments are turned off. I didn't even turn off any comments, and I don't know how to turn it on. And like I'm new to this YouTube thing, so I'm gonna have to learn. But like I'm gonna post clips of this on TikTok, so if you ever like find it on TikTok, or if you ever ran into it, you can literally like leave a comment there with like your experience. Because I have no one to rant to, and I'm like, well, it's not that I don't have no one to rant to. I could tell my mom about it, but I get embarrassed. I just want to talk about it to like people my age, or just if you're a woman, you know? Like, have you ever have experienced about that? Yeah, that's literally the video.